So when you're working with this client, and let's just stick with them for just a minute, right? And you started working with them 5 years ago or something like that. What were they surprised at? I mean, they were expecting you to come in and do some things, but what were they surprised? What did they get that they didn't expect?
Um, they were most surprised with what they didn't know about their own business.
So they didn't have an understanding of how their business was running, or maybe how to get customers, or where the
Well, they did.
customers
They
were.
did. They did. Now they didn't have metrics. They didn't have metrics, so they didn't know if they were doing bad or not.
Oh, okay. So
I
actually
mean,
giving them an
really, they
understanding of where they really were, and
and lack of attention to those things,
so
lack of attention to.
how quickly did they connect with the fact that things were going to be different?
Well, it was pretty quick because when we get into that mode. Let me share something, John, that I share with every new client that I sit down and work with. I will look them in the eye right before we agree and shake hands, and I'll say, look, there's only one thing you need to understand, and this is the way I feel because I work with a limited amount of clients at any given point. I don't have hundreds of clients. I work with a very limited amount of clients, and I will look at them right in the eye, and I will say, look, if we work together, when we work together, I'm going to become very, very passionate about your business. And if we ever get to a point where you are less passionate about your success than I am about your success, then we shouldn't be working together. So when we started working with this client, we got real serious real quick because I would sit down and we sat down and would talk to them about the clarity questions, and it wasn't just, so are you making money or not? Well, yeah. Well, how do you know?
How much?
Well, they tell me we are. Well, that's not good enough. And so we really held their feet to the fire so they understood things were, and I have to say at this point that not everybody, when we work together, when a business coach works with a client, you're not supposed to get along all the time. It should be a healthy debate in some issues. And honestly, I always give them so much credit, the client so much credit, because they will openly say that there were times that they thought I was just nuts.
Well,
When
Dan,
I
I've
was
known you
saying,
for a while. I think that's probably true.
it very well could be, but it came back to they would say, so, what do you think we could do in the vision? And I said, well, I think we could do 12 million our first year. They go, you're nuts. But the key to them and the key to any good agreement with working with a client is that they have to be willing to try. It's that thriving mentality.
Well,
They
yeah,
have to
thriving
be willing,
persistence.
open mind. They might say, I don't like it, I don't believe it, I think he's nuts, but I'm willing to give it a try.